In this lecture, I'm going to explain about the predictive staffing model under the spreadsheet modeling and data analysis. So we have this file ready. I'm just going to open this file to show you what is to be expected for the staffing. Ultimate goal of this whole program, so all this file example is to know FTE. What is FTE? Is the full-time employees requirement. So how many employees that are required in the month of May, June, July, and August. So this is a predictive type of data. So we want to have a predictive means the forecast, right? How many employees will be required for completing all the file processes so that there should not be any problem for the client services. So data is available and in the staffing model, and these all files are related to the loan application first of all. And what are the loans? Different type of loans are there. Maybe the house loan, condo loan, or maybe for maybe a car loan is there, or HELOC is there, or maybe personal loan or line of credit. So there may be different types of loans or different type of products. Maybe for the mutual fund file, maybe for credit card or debit card files are there, right? So all these files, all these products that we have in the bank. So these are the products. Second, product mix is if there is a product one. So product one, for example, this is a mortgage file for the house, and these type of house files that comes at 22 out of 100 means total weightage is 22%, right? And for example, this file is for the line of credit. 9 out of 100 files come here, right? In a month. So what we can do, hours per file, how many hours that we spend to complete that file applications, that is the 3.5 means 3.5 hours will be spent on the product one, means this type of files, which comes 22% means total weightage out of 100. Now this is the normal criteria that we know. If the files comes, these are the weightage. Now we want to calculate how many hours that is required to complete all these files. Like how many? 700 in the month of May, then 750 in the month of June, 800 July, and 825 in August. 6.5 on an average is the productive hours. Maybe 8-hour jobs are there and 1.5 hour that is not so productive. Maybe lunchtime or some breaks or some relaxation, but 6.5 continuously work. Days in a month is 22 in the month of May, 20, 22, 22, and respectively in the month of June, July, and August. So it means in 1 month, 143 hours will be the productive hours. How I have calculated? Look at this. 22 days multiply 6.5 hours per day. It means 143 hours, right? Hours will be required in total in 1 day. Now I want to calculate here in the month of May. As per the files, we know the files are here, 700 files that will be required. So the total weightage is 22. So it means if I put a equal to sign here and 22% on this is 700, I want to make it a fixed by putting a dollar sign so that the 700 should not change, and B12 this will be changing if I drag down. So 154 files out of 700 will belong to the product one, right? If I drag towards down here and make it total of all these by putting this sign is a 700 total. Now we have all these all these types of files, means all these types of products that we have along with the weightage, and we know these are the predicted like in the month of May. Exactly same thing we can do for the month of June. So it's equal to sign here, and we have 750 multiplied by 22, or what we can do, same thing we can do like 22% of 750, and here I can put dollar sign, press enter, and drag this one down there, and make it total of all these. That will be 750. Now next will be 22% of, we want 800 for 800 total files in the month of July. Put the dollar sign here. The same thing, same steps that I'm repeating for all these months. Make a total of all these 800. The last one will be again 22% of 825 total files. I put a dollar sign here to make it fixed or static or absolute figure. I'm just going to drag it down once again, make a total of all these. We have these files. Now these are the number of files. We know that hours are required, so we know 3.5 hours are required. So what I'll do is equal to sign number of files in next month 154 multiply by 3.5 hours. So I need 539 hours to complete these kind of applications, like product one, maybe the home mortgage or mortgage file. And what I do, I just drag it down. It means I make a total of all these. It means 2089.5 files hours are required to complete this process in the month of May. Means complete all the files to be applied or completed. So once that we have make a total of these, what does it mean? It means 2089.50 hours are required. So we know that for one employee that he work here in this company and spend 143 hours. So how many employees will be required? Total number of hours divided by you can say 1.6, then multiply by 22. I can put bracket over here. In this case, I come to know that 14.61 full-time employees will be required in the month of May. Exactly same way we can calculate how many full-time employees will be required in the month of June, July and August. So same thing I'm going to repeat. 165 hours will be required, multiply by 3.5 per hours per file. So this is actually 165 files were required in a month, and this is hours per file to complete it, right? So this is that what we have, and we can make a total of these, and exactly the same thing I'm just going to repeat for this. Multiply by 20, and you can see this formula over here, right? And enter. 17.22. Same thing I'm going to repeat it here. 176 files that will be completed in a month for this kind of product, multiply by 3.5 per hours or per file is required. I'm just going to drag it down to calculate the total number of hours required in the month of July. Once that we have a total ready, divide by number of hours in the month of July. The one employee will be working on it. It means total 16.70 employees will be required in the month of July, and we can calculate the same thing for the month of August. So same process, I'm just going to repeat it, drag it down, then we have this information ready. 2462.63 hours will be required in a month to complete all these 825 applications, then I'm just going to divide by total number of hours in a month normally, which is to be spent by one employee, right? So enter. So we need 17.22. So this is how we can come to know very easily the full-time requirement of employees in the month of like May, June, July, and August. So this is that we have completed a staffing model for any bank or financial institution for making the loan applications.